Alright, so in this lesson we learned about some new operators in the way that we refactor and clean up our code. Now, there is still something important. We know that we use these operators so we can have more concise code to reduce those nesting from all of those for loops, right? But also to create sequential actions on lists that actually make the code much more readable. Now we know all of this. We are not going to be detailing them anymore, but let's step a bit back and talk about map, because we have talked about map in the previous lesson. We said that map is a good way to transform the item of a list to change its type. But in this lesson, what we learned that if we have a list, we can actually change its content through map. So the object type is the same, but we can use map as a for each, and in return we get the list. So after we change the content without changing the type, so the list type remains the same, we can have the modified list with the content change. So this is again a very good use case for map that allows you to chain multiple operators like this one. Now let's get to the nitty-gritty and talk about the new operators that we have learned about. And the first one is sort and the second one is find. Now going back to sort, it's pretty obvious what it does. It basically takes a list of unsorted elements, and by applying the operator, you can sort them on your needs, on your different criterias. And in our example here, if we have a list of numbers and we sort them ascending, well, sort will return us the sorted list ascending or descending if we specify it. And again, sort is very easy to use and really nice in Kotlin to have. Now, find, we haven't really used it in our project. We saw a demo about it. Say we have a list with a special item. So the type is the same, of course, but one of the items is special, right? And we want, by applying the find operator, to get that item. And instead creating a for loop trying to find it, we use the find syntax on the list and we get that item. And find is a very strong and cool operator that you can use, and will allow you to write less code and have a more concise approach to finding items in Android with Kotlin, of course. Alright, so we learned about these operators quite so much right now. Let's move on to the next lesson.